So the original idea for this podcast, to bring it kind of back around, was I was going to have one that was called Don't Be a Dick, My Misadventures in Managing Marketing. Mm-hmm. And you were a guest on one of my first ones. And we were just talking about the industry a little bit, our pitfalls in it a little bit. And but then the individuals that were involved and wanted to produce it thought it was a stupid idea, so that just didn't go anywhere.
Well,
which is probably
right,
best. This is more fun.
They'd be right.
So I don't know if we have subjects we want to hit. Mm-hmm. We want to talk about our industry, but we also want to have a little bit more fun and talk about things that are happening locally. Fargo-Moorhead.
Pop culture. We're both big pop culture
We
people.
are, sadly, taking up way too much time in our brains. And things that are making us excited, but also I think what we're better at, things that irritate the shit out of us. Mm-hmm. I think that's almost more fun to talk about. All right, so here we are. We've been talking about this for a while. Like, is this, what do you call this? Because it's being recorded on film, but also would be podcast. Are we doing both audio and video? Yeah. Okay, what do you call the video side?
Podcast?
Say it again.
Video podcast?
There's a better name for that. That's our first Google.
Yeah, maybe if you would have given me more than 5 minutes warning, like I just found out about this thing. And here I am.
I'm all about surprises. So for people that don't know why we're doing this, we've talked about this for ages. You and I get together every once in a while. And for some odd reason, we felt like we should record it. I don't know.
You thought we should record it.
Oh, it's my fault.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So we should introduce ourselves.
Okay, go ahead.
You go.
All right, I'm Fish.
Hi, Fish.
Hi.
Tell me about you. What do you do?
Well, my real name is Eric Ista.
Amazing.
I have been known as Fish for as long as you've known me. Prior to that, since 1997 is when I gained the nickname Fish in the advertising agency that I worked at. And that's what I did for many, many years, advertising.
Sharpenter Hovland.
Sharpenter Hovland.
We can say names of places we've been.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's legal.
Okay. Which actually is
weird.
Was the baby to this place, which is odd.
It's odd. I actually don't think I put that together till right now.
Did you?
Right now. I'm sure we've talked about it, but that flew out of my brain a while ago.
So Sharpenter Hovland.
So I wouldn't be here without you. Is that what you're implying?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
I am the nexus.
Keep going.
To everything that is you.
Son of a bitch. That's just
you would be doing this podcast.
I really don't want to be doing this now. Am I sitting? Go on.
Well, no. So yeah. So started there in and so Al Hovland, one of the owners there, partners, notorious for giving people nicknames. And I used to wear this little good luck charm, little fishy necklace. You probably saw that.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
And I started calling me all these fish related things. He picked up on this that I wore this.
Where did you get the fish thing?
So that was actually in high school. So I was really young. I was 20 when I started at Sharpenter Hovland.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is all that's come of it.
This is it right here. Yeah.
Damn it.
That's right. Sitting at a giant white table.
I'm kind of disappointed.
Talking about ourselves.
Oh, yeah, right. I needed an opportunity to tell them. But I will say, people that know you have been dying to hear the fish story, I think. I think everyone's always kind of wondered. And you've been able to get the story out to maybe 50% of the people that have actually given a shit.
Well, sometimes I just make shit up too. I'll be like...
So which version are we getting then?
Oh, this is a real one.
Okay.
This is real.
Anyway,
other times it's like my parents are hippies.
You had the fish thing in high school.
Or I have like a horrible like scale, like skin disorder. Or
you'll go that far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grew up under power lines, things like that.
So did a girl or a guy, or did you make the fish thing? Did you find it on a trip?
No, I bought it on a trip to Washington, D.C.
Oh.
At the old post office pavilion. And it was lucky. It was a lucky fish. It was a little jointed, wiggly thing. And I wore it because like girls thought it was fun. They're like, oh, look at the fish.
Oh.
And then they would come into my space.
Because you couldn't play instruments, so you thought that you would wear a necklace.
I could play instruments. I played instruments. I wasn't sportsy though. So
right.
It was that.
Because of your tiny feet.
It's my tiny feet.
8 feet, right?
But no, so Al picked up on I wore this thing all the time and would refer to me in all, flounder, guppy, sea bass, all sorts of things. And then fish is what really stuck. And then I started getting introduced to clients as fish and to vendors as fish and other people in the industry. And there was a point where not a lot of people really actually knew my real name. I don't think you did for a while. And
that's a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So fish stuck, and I just rolled with it, and there it was. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Cleared up that mystery across Fargo Moorhead. Nice work. Thanks. And where do you work now, Fish?
So
for this, do I call you Fish or Eric? What would you prefer?
You would call me Fish.
I would.
think more people know me as Fish than anything else.
Right.
So yes.
Thank you, Eric.
Now I work at Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Which is amazing to me because I've known you for so long.
Yes.
So for people that don't know, we worked together. You left. It was a weird thing. People, it was weird because I was at GLNS.
Yeah.
Finding my way. And all of a sudden, these individuals from Sharpenkutenschapar. It was very Norwegian, German.
Sharpenkutenschapar.
Come walking in, and I didn't know you guys from Adams.
So a group of us left there and went to GLNS.
That's where it all happened.
And continued my design career there. And then we merged with Sundog later. And
I was gone by then.
You were gone by then. And I was there for, quite a while. Left there in
it's weird because
2016.
You have a reputation. People do know you for your outlandish work, awesome work. I mean, unique work. And now you're working for Blue Cross Blue Shield.
But it was a natural. Well, so in between
I remember when you took the job, I was like, what the hell is happening?
Leaving Sundog, and I needed a break from advertising world and all that stuff. And so natural transition to running an escape room. Right. And so opened the escape room, Fargo Escape Room, and first escape room in North Dakota.
That is huge.
And ran that.
North Dakota was begging for one.
It was. It really, truly was.
Do you think an escape room would have worked in Williston compared to downtown Fargo?
Could have been. I don't know.
I think
North Dakota,
Fargo wants to be Minnesota
own escape
so
room
bad.
Sometimes, trying to get out and everything.
Yeah.
So, but no, it was people are used to locking themselves. I don't know where I'm going with that, but no, I lock people up for money.
You're saying people in Williston want to lock themselves up? Is that
no,
what you just said?
No. Escape.
Escape. Okay, gotcha. Keep going.
So
I don't know why you're picking on Williston.
I'm not. I love Williston. No,
keep going.
My son's girlfriend's family lives in Williston.
That is completely made up. I don't believe what you're saying.
He was just out there. Yeah.
Huh. It's a dust bowl, I hear.
I don't know. But anyway, worked there, and then I was doing some freelance. I sold the escape room, and then I was doing freelance. And then this opportunity, a friend of mine told me about, working at Blue Cross, and I looked into it and was like, it sounds like fun. Let's give it a shot. So not like advertising, escape room, health insurance, corporate company.
It's a natural progression.
100%.
Yep.
But it is actually so much fun. That's crazy.
It's hard for me not to say that's a lie, but I do believe you that you're having a good time over there because we didn't. I mean, when you took the job, I was like, that's a freaking year. And now, how long have you been there now?
It'll be 3 years.
That's insane.
Yeah,
good for you.
I'm
glad you found your place.
After
the escape room, we were all kind of worried about you.
Yeah,
you're hanging out by the river. We didn't know what was going to happen.
just playing with padlocks,
smoking cloves, cigarettes. It was just we knew you were coming. We're just kind of what's Fish doing? He's still going by Fish, so he hasn't lost
making friendship bracelets out of hemp. I don't know,
because they're found by the river.
That's right.
It's great. So
tell me about you, Dan.
Well, I'll tell you about me. So so you and I have a history a little bit. I was in the printing industry forever, and I think if anything, why we started this, we were initially going to have like a marketing podcast. We could share nuggets of our knowledge. We might still share nuggets. But we're both in marketing and advertising, and I was in the print industry forever, and I fell into the advertising agency backwards, basically. I wanted to be a great graphic designer, and I went to MSUM. I was going to go for a BFA, Bachelor of Fine Arts. And I realized I really suck at it. And I didn't like school. I was put on academic probation. I was like, well, college, not for me. It really impressed my parents. That was a good time. And so I just stopped doing that. And but I farmed for a couple years, but then I went out to grew up in Sabin, was a farmer. Whereas the first Shields, Sabin. Anyway, I'm not going to try to go on too many tangents. But then I found my way to Alec Tech, went there for 2 years because they had a big Macintosh computer lab. I thought I would be a great graphic designer. Wow, yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
And then Diesel Mechanic called you.
Yeah. Yes. And then I went.
I see you working on some some big.
That seems like something that would have drawn me. Besides trying to figure out Photoshop.
Where's Altenburn?
And cut and
stuck
paste.
under the hood again.
People don't. I mean, the people today, the first version of like Photoshop was difficult as hell, and like freehand. What was it? Was it called freehand?
Freehand. Yeah,
freehand and Quark Express.
Quark Express.
And in freehand, I mean, to just cut and paste a duck out of a picture, I mean, it would move super slow. Remember how long it would take to process that?
There was a whole tutorial, like it was a week-long class on how to make something look like it was Chrome in Photoshop.
God. Yeah.
Then, so I learned that. I was like, this is pretty hot
now
stuff
there's a
here.
button for it.
And yeah, then like literally the next version that came out, Chrome button.
Yeah. How do I do a drop shadow? Because I think that'd be amazing.
Yeah. So that was money well spent there.
I know. So yeah. So then I did that and came back, and then I just took a typography job at a print shop. And
which one was that?
The first one was Office Interiors in West Fargo. So here I know all this Macintosh knowledge. They had a Typemaster 2000 was called. So it was actually, I had to learn code to write a line of text, and then it spit out film that I had to develop, and then
the kids today have no idea. Yes, because so I had to learn the cutting, the waxing and the blue lines.
How do you keep
and all this stuff?
I want to make the word and I'm taking each letter individually and pasting it on this stupid thing, trying to keep it
Whenever
straight.
I see somebody make a flyer that they have clearly done themselves, like a small business or something, and they've cranked it out a word, and they're so excited to use the new font things that they got, and it's like 15 of them on there. Like, you know what? Back in the day, you would have had to pick one. And, and then
but you weren't working on like a Typemaster like I was. Did you do the waxing in the developing? Like
I didn't do the developing. No, so we learned the waxing. So I had to wax like at the tech where I went too. So we had a waxing machine, and no, we had to create our negatives and stats and all that stuff. And
Fridays sucked because you had to.
And then cutting out the ruby lith and amber lith. Did you ever work with that?
Those were the days.
Jesus.
Anyway, so I left that. I started up a little graphics studio. I had Alt Studio for a while. My nickname's Altenburn. It's not clever.
I thought your name was Altenburn. No, the studio. I didn't know about the studio.
Yeah, so that was Alt Design. I don't know. Had some stuff there. Then I started a little graphics design studio with some friends of mine that was called Red Alert.
I didn't know that.
And
either.
It was we were in the Roberts Street building. And I go, okay. And I was working during the day at a print shop, had my little graphic design studio. We had some clients. I mean, we had the logos for like Tubs of Fun, Natural Pet Center. We did some animation for KVLY for a bit. I mean, we had like some legit jobs. I go, this is it. This is going to take off. And I was bartending at 2 spots. I had that going, young, and, my hair hadn't completely left me yet. I go, there's hope. And then my buddies that I was running it with, they decided to take teaching jobs in Vegas, and they left. I go, well, fuck, then now what? And then they had a job opening at GLNS for a print traffic manager. This is before PDFs, remember?
Yes.
So I remember when PDFs came into our life, and you had to slow down. Yeah. Don't try to make one in a hurry. Because we have to pre-flight that fucker. It's like, why? Yes. You should just do it. And then I left. I was at GLNS, met you. I was there for 2.5 years, and it seemed way longer.
Yeah, it does seem longer.
Then I joined another company, helped start up another company. I was there for 2.5 years. And then I came former person at GLNS, the creative director at the time, bought out Sharpton Hovland or whatever, made it H2M. I joined those guys.
I think Al Hovland Advertising.
And so I've been here close to 20 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. And they say I'm the CEO, and I absolutely hate saying that. It's just, I don't like it. It's just like, I just work here.
Yes.
I go, when I have people that I work with, I hate it. I hate introducing my title or anything like that.
So you hate your job and your life right now is what you're saying.
I really want to find a different path. I'm really hoping this thing takes off.
You creted this.
This is
a very veiled way to...
What's the sign? Sign for help? Is there anybody out watching on the windows? No,
so we've known each other for probably 25 years, probably going more than that. And friends for like a good 3-4 of those.
At least.
Yeah.
At least 3.
At least 3.
The funniest fact that you just reminded me of, it was 2 Christmases ago when I ran into your family at West Acres. Do you remember this?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And I forgot about it. Because,
my family?
Yeah, I forgot you had a family. Because you didn't start bringing them out in public.
No.
And not right away.
They're ugly.
But when they were building the new, we knew it as the multi-band tower.
Yes.
It's now then it was a Sundog
Proficient.
tower. Proficient. Yes. I can't even say that right. I have trouble with words, as you know. When I see photography written, I say photography.
Photography?
I mean, I got little shit like that. But when that building was being built, because GLNS was going to be on the top floor.
Yeah.
We went up on top of it.
We were the first ones in there, I think.
It was you and I and Greg Ness. We actually went up there. We peed together on top of that building.
We peed on top of this multi-band building.
I had totally forgotten about that fun fact.
It was you and I. And then Greg pops up. He goes, what are you guys doing? I'm like, we just peed up here. And he goes, I'm going to do that.
Greg was awesome. Everybody should do that.
One of my favorite memories.
It should be on a 7-story building in the wind in Fargo. And for fun, we went against the wind too. It's just like, let's really inaugurate
this building in ourselves. Every bit of advice I ever got.
So the original idea for this podcast, to bring it kind of back around, was I was going to have one that was called Don't Be a Dick, My Misadventures in Managing Marketing. Mm-hmm. And you were a guest on one of my first ones. And we were just talking about the industry a little bit, our pitfalls in it a little bit. And but then the individuals that were involved and wanted to produce it thought it was a stupid idea, so that just didn't go anywhere.
Well,
which is probably best. This is more fun.
They'd be right.
So I don't know if we have subjects we want to hit. Mm-hmm. We want to talk about our industry, but we also want to have a little bit more fun and talk about things that are happening locally. Fargo Moorhead.
Pop culture. We're both big pop culture.
We are, sadly, taking up way too much time in our brains. Things that are making us excited, but also I think what we're better at, things that irritate the shit out of us. Mm-hmm. I think that's almost more fun to talk about.
That's always the best thing.
But the funny thing I wanted to share before I completely derailed that happened today, because it was weird. My brain kind of like, AI or Google broke my brain a little bit this morning. So I had meetings in Alexandria.
That is the goal. You're falling into the trap.
It is, right? I had meetings at 10 o'clock Alexandria this morning. I take off plenty of time. I knew I needed gas. I knew I wanted coffee. I wanted a little snack, whatever it happened to be. And I put in the Google because I'm.
Did you call it the Google?
I put in the Google because I had been on the World Wide Web earlier. And it gave me the time to get there. My meeting's at 10. It said your estimated arrival time is 10:12. And in my brain, I was like, well, yes, I will get there at 10:30 because the meeting was pushed. It's what, and I don't know, every time I tell this story to myself, I have an English accent. Like I'm accepting Google's choice for me.
Right.
Well, I've bumped the meeting for you to be safe from 10 o'clock to 10:30. Your estimated time. And I get about 20 minutes outside of Alexandria, and finally my brain catches up with me going, your freaking meeting's at 10. Why were you okay with it? But I had seen the estimated time 10:12. Well, yes, because the meeting's at 10:30. That completely makes sense. It like totally broke me. And I laughed out loud in my car, thinking about it. It's like, yep, AI's taken over my life a little bit and just made me change my schedule. And I didn't want that to happen.
It's like Michael on The Office when driving assistant tells him to turn. He's like, turn now. And he drives right into the lake. Into the lake. Yeah. So I thought that was ridiculous, but apparently not. It's happening right now.
Your meeting's at 10. Well, my arrival time's 10:12. Obviously it's not. Look at what Google says. Look at what the Google says. It tells me that. Next subject, we want to name this thing. Mm-hmm. We've had a lot of discussions on it. Your nickname's Fish, mine's Alt. But now as we were setting this up, and our producer is Sam, and thank you, Sam, for setting this up and everything. But he got here. This is our first one setting up, and he's dealing with this big freaking white table. It's a little bit too wide. So we could call it Fish and Alt, because I thought it was a play on fish and chips, but apparently I'm not that clever.
Oh, see, that makes a little more sense.
Are you freaking kidding me? That just didn't roll into you, Mr. Creative?
That didn't click in my head.
I win then.
Well,
then you wanted to go Alton Fish, which I think is just a play off my name, Alton Burn. But now I'm like,
we'd hyphenate.
Maybe we call it the Big White Table. Mm-hmm. Which feels a little bit like the Big Blue Bear.
Big White Table. Big Blue Couch. No, Big Blue. Isn't there a Big Blue House? No, what did you just say?
The Big Brown Bear. Is it the Big Blue? Sam, is it the Big Brown House, Big Blue Bear?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
He's 14. Well, he's not 14, but he's way younger than us. So I don't know what we're going to name it. I guess by the time this hits the airwaves, we might have
call it Nameless. How about that?
I think there's a show called Nameless. I don't think we can copyright that.
Shameless. That's
Shameless. Same thing, really. So let's, we've been talking a lot. We only want this thing when it's finally out to be like 30 minutes because people are already bored. If anyone's still watching or listening to this, you want to go into pop culture or you want to do what's happening in Fargo?
Ooh, I don't know. You make either one.
They both
sound like fun. Sam, which one do you want to hear here? Pop culture.
Pop culture.
All right.
You first.
Me first. Okay.
I just talked about my life, so it's basically
No, it is my turn. So for me, pop culture right now means WWE wrestling.
Yeah. Why? When did this happen? When did you get to be that way?
Okay. So,
and this is beyond just the local stuff that's fun and cool. You actually went full blown WWE stuff.
I love WWE, and there's actually like kind of it's more than just the show and everything about it. The branding of things, I think it tickles my my life in advertising and things like that, branding. So what I do now, I'm director of brand and creative operations, and so the whole brand thing.
Yeah, we know your title
is it's important. Okay. Titles are very important to me, Dan.
What position
you may hate your title in life, but I love mine.
Being CEO. What a whiny bitch I came across as. I'm sorry. I just hate saying that. All right. Go on.
No, but the branding and the storytelling and everything about it just, I love it so much. And, growing up, it was like a big part when I was a kid. Like I'm just super excited to see like Saturday Night's Main Event and those things. And that's actually back again. They brought back Saturday Night's Main Event. And it was just such an exciting, fun thing. And I think it was too, is like something my dad and I would watch together and we enjoyed that.
Oh, sure.
And, but then like,
bring up the lemonade to college commercial emotions.
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. And then it was like 20 years or more of not. And then my son Charlie, he was starting to get into it. He was finding wrestling stuff on YouTube and he was getting excited. I was like, it's on all the time. We could watch one. He's like, oh yeah, absolutely. So we did. Just so happens right after he started getting into it, my friend Jeff said, I've always wanted to do like the old pay-per-view, like have a party for like a Royal Rumble or something. So he invited a bunch of us over for Royal Rumble like 3-4 years ago. And that was it. Like that sparked it again. Wow. And it was like I'd never left. Like jumping into people talk about soap operas where it's like you could stop watching and then 10 years later it's like, oh, Marlena's still possessed or whatever it is.
Right. There's still a dead guy with his face wrapped.
Yeah, right. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Oh no, the evil twin has shown up and the good one's in a coma with his
still
face
alive.
wrapped.
How is that possible?
But no, the storylines, they're still the same. What's cool now though is that so Triple H has sort of taken over with one of the wrestlers. Okay. So Vince McMahon. So Vince McMahon, yes. Right? Okay. So
very straight up
has done some very bad things and has been removed from that area.
Isn't the Department of Education lead like in the wrestling stuff?
His wife.
Well, that was his wife.
Yes.
Oh. Smart.
But anyway, so he's out. And he had a lot of like very old held beliefs of like how wrestling should be. They are pulling the curtain back and they're like showing like there's going to be a show on Netflix about the writing for wrestling. And the more they do, they have like afterwards they'll have press conference and talk to like the winners. And it's this weird line between acting and the real person. They're very excited to win, but they knew they were going to win. But like it's I don't know, it's fascinating to me.
John Stossel took that hit for nothing.
Oh no, he did it. Yeah, he had that coming. Should have hit him harder.
But it was a story.
It was, yeah.
And the poor guy lost his hearing. For the young kids, that it was a 2020 story.
But to me, it's just fascinating. It's like, so watching it now, you can say, okay, it's a written thing. These are people up there acting. And to me, that's much more fun to embrace. Like, it's like you're watching a action movie as a play.
Huh.
And like, because the acrobatics, the athletics, everything about like the people jumping from 20 feet in the air, slamming somebody else down on the ground.
Right.
That is crazy.
Well, yeah,
it's just like a really super awesome
I've never
stunt
discredited
show.
the athleticism that has to go into that.
And I don't know. It's just, and then each individual brand of the people and how they can change that, so if you think about like a company changing their brand and how much it takes to move that along. Well, it's like, say there's a heel turn where it's like you had this baby face, the good guy, right? And then all of a sudden it's like John Cena just did it. John Cena's bad. This is fine. He's retiring and he did this heel turn. So he's always been the good guy. He's going out as the heel. And so all of a sudden he turns bad. And at first I was like, this is stupid. But now he's like playing this thing out.
Yeah, that just happened recently. Last 3-4 weeks.
Yep, exactly.
I actually saw that in the news.
And so this it's a brand. It's a complete shift in brand and what it is. And if people are angry and upset about, like, you know, people have been watching all these years, like, I love John Cena, and now he's doing like, just, he's mean. And but then there's others that kind of love that. And so it's like the audience will chant go John Cena sucks, or something like that. So like they're excited for him, but also, you suck, we love you, you suck, we love you. And so to me, it's just fascinating how quickly a person can change their personal brand within that space, and everybody just accepts it. It's just part of it.
Have you told this story before? What you just did here? I mean, it rolled off the tongue. Like this is a rehearsed deal, but this is, it shows your passion, how much love you have for this.
Yeah. No, it's just, it's
like,
so
is this
fascinating.
The first time you've ever told that?
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing.
Oh, thanks.
I'm impressed by that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
I mean, it shows your love for it. It shows you're not faking it. That's for sure. I don't know if I'll ever get there. I mean, but I can appreciate you appreciating it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and watching new people come in and grow up within like the space, like all of a sudden there's a new face, like, who the hell is this guy? And then he'll do some amazing stuff. And it's like, wow, I'm going to follow you. Or somebody you never gave a second thought to, they'll build the story up around them. And now it's like new hero. And
because I know you because you're so creative. You've got your hobbies. You're a tinker. You're not a spy, but I mean, you do like to tinker with stuff and everything.
Yes, I make things.
I would have never guessed that you were so passionate about WWE.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you say it, with the brands are changing and the personalities and everything, now I can see where it
is such a huge production,
right,
on a level that like is just mind blowing, and the merchandising and the changing, and there's like new stuff all the time, and people just eat it up, and like it's just such an amazing sort of study of like how to sell things and how to promote a brand, and how you can shift a brand and make them all work together and cross brands, and it's nuts. I love it.
Well, now I just kind of feel bad about myself because I don't think I like anything that deeply, and it's almost like a play on a jack of all trades. It's like, I love everything, but I'm not great at anything.
There's nothing that you love that deeply?
Well, you're talking about I'm trying to keep my family.
Oh, no, not family. No.
I mean, that's not work.
I've never heard you talk about your family the way I just talked about WWE either. So
because they're changing personalities and brands. The kids do that.
Now they're the heel.
Oh my God, what are they now?
But
it's like, did you see that heel turn of that teenager? That was insane. I don't like it. But
I've seen you paddle a canoe and go fishing, and that to me, like, I would not care to fish that much that I would go out in the canoe and go through brush and get almost knocked out of my canoe.
Oh, you mean that video?
Yes, that was fantastic.
A little backstory. I took up kayak fishing about 5 years ago during COVID, and the first river journey on a high moving river almost killed me. But I'm here now.
I think I watched it 15 times.
Yeah, right. And I bleeped out the swearing. Unlike this show, I bleeped out the swearing so I could show it to more people. I don't have, on the pop culture side, and I don't have a long story. Again, it's something lately that I listened to that I was amazed by, because I'm not a big podcast guy, but I do have certain ones I listen to. I really love Conan O'Brien's podcast. Yeah. Conan Wants a Friend, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, I haven't heard it. My wife was telling me about it.
It's phenomenal. But Bill Hader was on it. If you don't know Bill Hader.
Love Bill Hader.
Yeah, he's a wonderful person. He does impersonations, but this is the first time he was telling a story about David Lee Roth. And he did an impersonation of David Lee Roth, and I lost my shit. It was just what a random thing. But he had these stories of interaction with David Lee Roth and everything, and where he had just run into him randomly and at radio shows and interviews and everything, 6 a.m. press conferences and stuff. And I was just blown away, and I would really recommend anyone to listen to that episode just for that, at least. That perfect imitation of David Lee Roth. Yeah, it wasn't even that, which is the easy one. He was just, he was impersonating him like just normal conversations. And David Lee Roth was not playing a character. The guy you see up on stage and everything. He goes, that's what made Bill so happy about it. He's always David Lee Roth. He's always Diamond Dave. He's always that dude. He's always on.
Just a gigolo.
Always. Are you talking to me? You talking to me? Well, that's good. I don't. As far as we've been talking a while. That's probably more than a half an hour. We still haven't come up with a name. Did we come up with a name on this?
There's no name. No.
The
big white table.
Big white table. Join us at the big white table. I wonder what's going to go up. We're going to figure that out with Sam. Sam's our producer here. It's a beautiful thing. So now we're going to talk about politics and religion.
Excellent.
Let's get into
it.
To
crack into this one.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got some opinions. I actually don't know.
You just reminded me of somebody there. Let me tell you how I feel about this. Locally, I don't know if there's a lot of stuff going on. I did notice, which I thought was kind of cool. I noticed this today, but that doesn't say a lot because I'm not. Am I aware of my surroundings most of the time? But they have the comedy club underneath Front Street on Main. Yes. They put up a sign for the comedy club.
Oh.
I wonder how long that's been there. And I think that was a wonderful move because that thing is really starting to take off, especially with Louis C.K. just recently being there. I think he was there already. Do you know this story?
Yeah.
Was he there already or is he coming? Our fans will know.
I don't know. I don't recall.
I haven't seen anything post
or not.
Yeah. But it's kind of neat. I thought locally that, I don't know, kind of I just recently was down in Minneapolis and this small little underground comedy thing was cool and people are trying out their material. They have their books up there, trying things out. I was in awe of that. Yeah. I don't want to do that, but I was really appreciating them trying.
So you've never thought about doing like stand-up or anything?
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I find I find humor of as they're going through the process. I'm not good like you. Like you can remember something and you can tell the story and it'll be funny. Like I'm in a situation and it's probably just I'm just mocking people. I think that, I don't know if it's a routine.
This isn't a funny memory. I just made fun of a guy.
Yeah, me and my friends in Moorhead, we grew up and we pretty much are kind of mean to each other. We find it delightful and funny. Yeah. I don't think it carries with other groups. Because you've talked about doing not only maybe stand up but improv. You've probably done improv.
Daily.
Well, it goes for both of us.
I always making things up.
I'm 20 years into
I've never done it like officially or anything like that. I think it would be more improv than stand up. The more I practice something, the worse I get at it. If like practicing a speech or like do it, like I have to do it sort of off the cuff. And I don't know if it's because my raging ADHD or what, but like the more I think about it,
you have ADHD though, don't you?
Oh yes.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Are you drugged up right now? Because I am. Amazing.
I am out of my mind right now.
Boy, I hope you remember this tomorrow.
No, so the practicing is really, really hard for me. So like music, when I stopped trying to learn like how to play a thing and just play the thing, I did so much better. So like accordion, what instruments do you play?
As you wear the Weird Al shirt.
As I wear my Weird Al shirt with accordions on it. People say, well, do you play instruments? I'm like, well, not really. I play songs because I'll pick something up and like I play by ear a lot of the times. Right. And if I can figure out enough to play it and learn a song, yay, I did it. I played that song. I don't want to become like master accordionist or something like that. It'd be cool if I could, but like that's sure.
I think there should be a master accordionist.
Yeah, I think there should be.
I want that.
Like a trumpet or whatever, anything like that. And
can you play the trumpet?
Yeah, I played trumpet in high school. Yep.
Huh.
But that was the thing. Like I enjoyed it, but practicing, no, thank you.
Right. Right.
So like stand-up comedy, it's doing it over and over, practicing and doing it. And like I would get bored with it and I would hate it and I would not be able to deliver the thing. So when I started speaking more like in public and presenting and things like that, I found that I would get nervous if I was practicing, if I had to write it down, look at my notes. I end up just reading everything because all of a sudden my brain clicks into, well, this is what you wrote. You got to do it just right. But if I off the cuff, free form, just talking about something, that's where like the WWE stuff, right? It's, I'm just talking about it.
I think I'm your same way. I mean, like we both have to public speak quite a bit. And I used to do more of it. I used to try to write out more of what we were doing.
Yeah.
Professionally speaking, at chambers or whatever it is, realize just do the bullet point, and then, what happens to you and I think both of us, it's a tangent ability. It's like you see that word and then you go off, fuck, I got to go back here and come back onto that subject. But I totally understand. And then it's just, we're better on the fly because we know what we want to say.
So I do a lot of presentations at work now, and kind of getting people up to speed. What's new with the brand, this and that. And what I'll find is if I'm along with another group, so if there's like 4 people in front of me, they might say things that I think is relevant to what I need to present, and now I can incorporate that in. Right. I hear them like, oh my God, that would be perfect. Like just a quick note to remind myself.
Not like the old days where you're just so insecure and you took that new idea and you thought they were wrong, or you got pissed about it. You never wanted to talk about it.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
I mean, that's what that's how we all grew up, right? Yes. They're wrong. I'm so insecure.
And then I turned 40.
Yeah, exactly. I should start really just stealing stuff from other people. I think Sting said that. There's no new music out there. Everybody's just borrowing.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap up our first session. Thanks for sitting through this. I think we should. We kind of got to name the big white table. I think we should go with that and avoid our names.
It's a working title.
Right.
It's draft.
Every time we put out a new episode, let's have a new logo and a new name. Yeah. I think it is. One time we'll just have the fish show.
So randomly before we go, the Dana Carvey, the Dana Carvey show. Do you remember that? Yeah. They changed the sponsor name every time. It was like the Dana Carvey Mountain Dew Happy Hour or whatever.
Is that where we're going?
Dana Carvey, Taco Bell, Good Time, whatever.
Who is our sponsor tonight, Fish?
Bic Pencils.
That's what it is.
Yes.
And we want to appreciate Bic Pencils for being part of this broadcast.
Thanks, Vic.
It's not really a broadcast.
That's all I used to draw.
Video pod, video cast.
I don't know. We'll come up with a name for that too.
But it's audio too. So, all right. Well, thanks, Fish, for showing up.
AV Club. No, that's a thing too.
Ooh. Wobbly TV. Remember those? Are you too young when the TVs were on the big wobbly
still
carts?
Have, yes. Yeah.
The big wobbly cart.
The big wobbly cart. That's the name.
All right. With that, we'll close out. Thank you, buddy.
Bye, Dan.
Appreciate it.